Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Battle video. So in this video we are going to take a look at how the AGL LR Goku or True Ultra Instinct Goku is going to do in the Extreme Super Battle Road stage versus Extreme Strength. So basically, just a disclaimer, this is one of the hardest Extreme Super Battle Road stages. It's not necessarily, so Battle Road stages are balanced based on the typings, the categories, whatever kind of units can fight in them. Due to the fact that Super AGL has some of the strongest units, it's been balanced accordingly. So it's a lot harder than, say, a extreme physical versus a super int. So just bear that in mind. However, that being said, I believe Goku's going to perform more than fine. We will pop a Whis, and you will see why later on in the video when we use no items. But Goku's going to show us just how good he can do. This is a 79% or a 2-dupe Goku. I couldn't find a rainbow one, unfortunately, to take on the stage, so we can definitely do a lot better, and well, he can do better even than this, although I believe this is more than enough of a good showing from Goku. A couple dodges right there, good attack damage, and yeah, pretty much just a very impressive start. Unfortunately, no additional and no crits, but I'm sure that will change as time goes. Goku was sitting with his 150, 160 or so K defense, and those evasions would have put him up as well. So overall, a very nice start from Goku. The 41k damage from normals on the Vegeta, however, is an indication of why we use items in this stage. So yeah, definitely a tough stage to take on. But overall, Goku does pretty well. I'm very impressed with his performance, especially offensively. In a lot of these stages, a lot of damage is what gets you through the stage, because you're basically trying to kill the enemy before they can eat through your items. So Goku's ability to crit and additional super attack is a really good way of just eating up the enemy opposition and their units, and just basically taking out the enemy in general. The team build that we can do though with Goku is a little bit wonky. Obviously we don't have our own Goku, which means that our choices are a little bit undercooked. But we do have a AGL LR Gohan, so we can make do with that and do a Kamehameha / Miraculous Awakening hybrid team, which isn't so bad. Obviously Gohan also has the 120% AGL lead skill, so we're pretty much covered in everyone we've taken, just some of them are operating under slightly lower leads, like Vegeta. But beyond that, another impressive showing by Goku. Still no real additionals, no 2 or 3 additionals that we'd like to see, but still very impressive offensively, and a really nice first start by him. We got a lot of dodges in the first turn, and overall very impressive. So a nice good start for Goku, and we'll move on to the second fight here. One of the things to just keep in mind with the Extreme Super Battle Road is that it is incredibly tough. So when we're popping items here, obviously we'd like to see Goku take attacks without using an item, but the issue is we just wouldn't get there. Like, we can't take this turn without items. We're going to pop 2 items here, and our units are still going to take a large amount of damage. That's just one of the issues with testing units in the Extreme Super Battle Road stage against Extreme Strength. It's just so highly fine-tuned for units like, Rainbow SS4 Gokus and Rainbow Teen Gohans and Rainbow Kamehameha Gokus and Spirit Bomb Gokus, and just a lot of good Rainbow AGL units in general that can do high damage. So it's really primed to that, and it's primed to some of the better defensive units in the game as well. So we just need to always keep that in mind while we are running the stage, and just while we're doing it in general. As much as I'd like to see Goku without an item, as you all would, it's just a little bit difficult to do sometimes without making 14 different runs of the first stage, which just feels pointless to me. So I'd rather show you in a working environment. But here we go, we've got Goku. Hopefully we'll see some good performance from him. We do have a Icarus activated, and we get the dodge against the super attack, which is very good. Another dodge, so now we're sitting with the ultra super attack, and we're gonna see some good damage hopefully. Do we get the crit? We do. So Goku's automatically finished off Gilda, and he's finished off Captain Ginyu, and he got another evasion. So again, really impressive from Goku. I mean, that can happen with Goku. He can dodge all those attacks, get those extra 30% defensive stacks, and all of a sudden he just looks like a god, because he does. He enters the true Ultra Instinct mode. This here is why we had to activate items, because although Goku does great, we then take 200 or so K on literally the one unit right in the middle. So it's a little bit, you know, one of those things, unfortunately, with taking on Extreme Super Battle Road. But overall, very impressed with Goku so far. I think he's done a great job. Remember, he could be rainbowed, so we could be seeing a little bit more out of him. But with 2 dupes, we're getting a pretty good representation of just what Goku can do in a stage like this. So overall, I'm really quite impressed with him. I think we saw a good showing from him in the Super Battle Road performance, and I think he's doing really well. The only weakness Goku has is just in events where evasion is disabled. With evasion being disabled, Goku can struggle slightly, and that's realistically about it. Everything else he will be primed for, because he gets those 30% defensive stacks on his evasion. As long as he can evade, he should be able to build up enough stacks to take attacks from almost anyone. So yeah, overall I'm very impressed with Goku. We'll activate his active skill now to just take out one of the enemy, and we'll come back afterwards. So really awesome, and another perk of Goku is that ability to do high single target damage, same as how Vegeta's perk is that AoE damage. They both do come in helpful. Goku's is more helpful for finishing off enemies that have taken damage already, whereas Vegeta's is great for doing damage to the whole field. There's nothing wrong with either of them, they're both great skills, and they increase their damage afterwards like this, so that Goku can effectively take out another 2 units. So even though this is a little bit of a gimp team, we are seeing the intense value in Goku. So I think right now everything is looking pretty good. Quite impressed with how things are going. So really happy so far, and let's get a little bit more out of it. But of course, there's only going to really be one more turn. Unfortunately, the other units cost us a little bit on this run, but we'll get one more turn to see just how good Goku performs. So it'll be a pretty solid showing. I'm very happy with what we've seen from Goku so far. I think he's dominated. He's clearly been the best unit in terms of the stage. Obviously the team build is slightly wonky, but his performance is honestly perfectly acceptable and a really normal indication of how he will perform. There's been no augmenting or anything. We haven't really run any supports. He's running under a full lead, you know, he's not running under any 120% leads or anything like some of the other units, but he is working very well. So overall, very happy with how he's done, and I think, yeah, there's not too much more that we need to show of him. We'll get another good attack stat here, we'll see a little bit of his dodging, and then yeah, I think we're happy to call it here. Goku's performance, probably a 9 out of 10. I think there were very few instances where we could have maybe got the crit or maybe got the additional that would have helped. But the knockout here is not anything to do with Goku. So I give him a 9 out of 10. Obviously 2 dupes, but yeah, really impressive either way. Like there, we could have got the additional. It wouldn't have really saved us, but it is just one of those things. So, but yeah, very happy. So that's going to be it from me, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments down below how you've been finding Goku. Have you found him to be good? What events have you been using him in? What teams have you been running him on? And just in general, how you've been finding his performance. But yeah, other than that, guys, it's nice to see you guys again. And yeah, until the next video, cheers, stay safe, and bye.